Hi, this is Peggy at Headshots by Peggy, and today I am going to give you some tricks and tips and life hacks. So I've been a professional photographer for over 30 years. That means I have been in all sorts of events, all sorts of situations, and inevitably somebody breaks a nail, somebody tears a shirt, a button flies off, some tragedy happens. Now, why is this important to you? Because as an actor, you are running to auditions, you're going to set, you're doing all these things, you're away from home, and something as simple as a button popping off your shirt can put you into a mental frenzy. I mean, what happens when you're on the way to an audition, you think you look good, and you turn and you get out of the car, and the seatbelt catches on your shirt, and you lose a button. Now all of a sudden, all you're doing is worried about that button on your shirt. You're not in the headspace that you're supposed to be in for your audition, and one little button can ruin your day. So this is what I suggest. Now for me, I carry a huge Pelican case with me. It's always in the back of my car. I have cables, I have batteries, I have portable lights, I have, you name it. I tape, I mean, it's unreal, all the stuff that I keep in the trunk of my car. But aside from that, I also keep a cute little bag in my camera bag. And this bag is everything I need to help you whenever I'm doing your pictures, your headshots, whatever it is, when we're on location, whatever it is. And this is something that I feel every actor should have, or something similar. So I'm going to open this, and I'm going to show you all the cool things that I keep in my emergency bag. Okay, now these are amazing. These are blotter sheets. What is a blotter sheet? All right, a blotter sheet. Here, let me just open it up and pull one out. This is a little paper, and you can blot your face without ruining your makeup. And there we go, if I can get it out. It's a little tiny piece of paper like this, and you just, so you're all of a sudden stuck in traffic. It took you longer than you thought to get to your audition. You thought you were looking good when you left the house, but then you got there and you realize you're all shiny. Now, a healthy glow looks great, but not on camera. And if you're going to audition, you're going to be on camera. So you want to look fresh. So something as simple as having blotter papers are amazing. Now, let me tell you a little trick about these. This is e.l.f. brand, but there's tons of brands out there. But let me tell you what works just as good. Go into a public restroom, and the seat covers are the exact same material. So if you're in a pinch and you just go into the restroom and grab a seat cover, you can blot your face. It's not going to ruin your makeup. It's not going to leave, if it's a man doing it, it's not going to leave paper on your, whiskers or, anything crazy. You just blot your face and then you're ready to go. The other thing that works great, and don't ask me why, but the Starbucks napkins. Not every napkin, but the brown Starbucks napkins, they are great for blotting. They don't mess up your makeup. They'll pull the oils out of your skin without screwing up your makeup. So, okay, blotter papers. All right, what else do I have in here? Dental floss. Now, dental floss, it's obvious, you don't want to go in with half of your kale salad still in your teeth. But dental floss is amazing for lots of things. All of a sudden, something broke and you need string to tie it back together. This is kind of like survival 101. Everyone needs dental floss because it's string, it's dental floss, it's awesome. All right, now this is mainly for ladies, but you never know what a man may need this for. If you ever have a French tip nail, you have to have this in your bag, because when you chip your French tip, you can just white it out. It's amazing to have. Chapstick, because I always have dry lips, and dry lips are gross. Eye drops. These are individual eye drops, so they're not going to get old and gross. And you don't ever want to, you know, you're driving and all of a sudden you get little wind or dirt in your eye and you're like, you don't want to walk in. Eye drops. They're small. They're easy to have. A little sewing kit. Now, obvious reasons. You break something, you tear something, boom, there you go. Now here is, I have tons of these clips, and these clips come in handy for everything. All of a sudden, you want to wear this shirt, but it doesn't fit quite like it should, so you gather it in the back and you pull your shirt in and you make your shirt fitted, and you know, whatever. These are, you never know. Clips, you have to have clips. Why wouldn't someone have clips? You know, there was a game show. I think it might still be on. It was like you pulled weird things out of your purse. I always thought it would be fun to go on that because I would probably win. Anyway, again, dental floss. But, you know, these are good also because they can wedge into things, and you, again, it's handy to have. Band-Aids, cream in case you cut yourself. Band-Aids, because if you cut yourself, you don't want to walk in with an open bleeding wound. A black Sharpie marker. I feel like this should be obvious to everyone. Everyone needs a black Sharpie marker. Duh. Seriously, black Sharpie markers just happen to come in handy all the time. You just don't know how often. I'm like, oh, I've got a marker. If you wear dark fingernail polish, it can fix that. If you are wearing black pants and you get something on it, or black shoes, you can quickly fix that. I even heard a story where somebody ripped their black pants, didn't have anything else on them but a black Sharpie, so they colored in their legs so the hole in their pants wasn't as obvious. Black Sharpie. Okay, now toothpaste, because ew, nobody wants you to have gross breath. Yeah, it's hard to tell what I've got in here. I have a little toolkit in here. Little screwdriver, I don't know. I've actually used it a lot. Scissors, in case you have, oh, these are tweezers. Scissors, in case you have a string on your shirt. Anything. Safety pins. Duh, everybody needs safety pins. And yes, there's still more stuff in my bag. This is like the TARDIS. A fingernail file. Clearly, in case you chip your nail. A fingernail clipper. And these are used as scissors as well. A little glasses repair kit. Yeah, they come in handy. Earplugs, because sometimes I just don't want to hear you. I don't know why I have earplugs in my bag, to be honest with you, but I do. Now, a tampon. Now, tampons are really handy to have, and not just for the obvious reason. We're going to talk about this. Sweating is a problem for a lot of people, not just men, but women. Lots of people have problems with sweating. And you're on set all day, or you're waiting for an audition, and all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, I am sweating through my shirt. And that's humiliating and devastating. Tampons under the armpit, that's a quick hack. If you have nothing else, that is good to know. The other thing, and I'm going to pitch these guys, and they should, everybody should know about this company. So this is called a Thompson T-Shirt. They have built-in sweat pads underneath here. I recommend this to my clients that come into the studio and have an obvious problem. I'm like, hey, don't be embarrassed. Lots and lots of people have this problem. And I see so many people on set, and it's a problem. So I always recommend this. They're not cheap, but they're definitely reasonable, and they're worth every penny, because anybody that's been on set or running into an audition and realize that you have sweat stains, it's terrible. It's horrifying. So this is my answer to sweaty armpits. And again, if you're in a pinch, there's always tampons, paper towels. There's all sorts of things you can do to help with that. Other things that I feel everybody should have in their car is diaper wipes. Everybody should have a package of diaper wipes in their car, because diaper wipes will take out stains. So if you're drinking your Starbucks on the way and you like spill a little drop, boom, a diaper wipe. Diaper wipes are amazing stain removers. So, and they're like $1. Seriously, you should always have diaper wipes in your car. The other thing, a lint roller. They're cheap. Keep them in your car. Before you go in, just roll yourself off, because there's dust and stuff in your car, and it's just so so much more professional when you walk in and you're looking crisp and ready to go. Powder is important. Let's talk about powder a little bit. This is a brand that I really like. It is a no color powder. I like it in the studio because clearly I don't have to match anybody's color. I have, you know, a brush, and we can just apply a little bit of powder for having issues. This does not, this is camera friendly, so it doesn't, you know, leave weird things on the camera when you're on camera with this. But, you know, make sure that your face is not sweaty and oily. You know, powder, blot pads, all these things are super, super important. Now, another thing that some people don't think of, and I don't know why, but battery, power. This is a little workhorse. I got this about 4 years ago, and it'll charge 2 phones fully from dead. And, you know, the package that I got even had like a solar pad thing to charge it, so you could stick your solar pad in the car and charge it up. But always have extra power, and the reason is if you get stuck and you're on set longer than you thought you were going to be on set, or you're at an audition and, you know, all of a sudden you run out of batteries, you want your manager, you want your agent, you want people to be able to get a hold of you. And maybe you were smart and charged your phone this morning and you don't have to worry about it, but you could be somebody's hero if you have extra power. So these are all things that I feel like every single actor should think about. Keep a little bag in the car that has all these little things in it, because I'm sure if I live in my car as much as I do, that actors running to auditions, running to jobs, running here and there are in the car every bit as much as I am, if not more. And these are things you need to think of. Also water, keep a water bottle, but don't keep it where the sun can hit it, because apparently that has started fires. It's weird, but be careful. But keep water in there, because you want to stay hydrated. Because when you're hydrated, when you're cool, when you're all put together, you feel better. And when you feel better, you're going to present yourself better. And if you're going to an audition, you're going to have more confidence. If you're going on set, you're going to be able to think more clearly. Now, yes, I get it. If you are hired, you're booked, you're going on set, you assume that all of your needs are going to be taken care of on set. So let's just take a moment and talk about that. Now, clearly they have hair, they have makeup, they have wardrobe on set, and they have food on set for you and drink. But what if you happen to have a difficult hair, or your skin tone's not what the makeup artist is used to working with? Ultimately, I feel like you should be prepared to make sure you can always look your best. I know I've had actors come in and say, you know, I get on set and they don't know how to do my makeup, or they don't know how to deal with my hair, or so, you know, just you have a little bag. You can just do the little touch-up things that you need to make sure that you're confident and you're going to go out and be your best and look your best. Nothing wrong with helping out the people around you, because ultimately everyone wants this project to succeed. And you're going to be more confident if you know you look good. And carrying one little bag with you with some emergency things just in case someone else isn't prepared is going to make you feel confident, look better, and be prepared. So that is my tips, tricks, and hacks for today. I hope this was helpful to you. I know it seems pretty basic and something that, you know, pretty obvious, but I know a lot of us don't think about it. And all of a sudden we end up out and we're not prepared for some situation. So just take a few minutes and think about, what do I always need? You know, what am I always grabbing for? and just stick it in a bag and stick it in your car, and then you don't ever have to think about it again because you know you're covered. You know you've got yourself taken care of. All right, guys, well, I hope this was helpful. I hope you share this all over the place. Leave me tons of comments. But most importantly, have an amazing week. I'll see you next week.